Whatever. That's what I did for lunch. Dinner. And then tomorrow we're going to have to go to the store because I don't know what I'm going to do for dinner tomorrow. Haven't even started thinking about it yet. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I like our crock pot. Instant Pot, being able to cook it faster seems nice, but I don't know. Crock pot does me just fine. I work from home, so I have no issues having it sit in the crock pot all day. It works just fine for me. Plus, then the whole house smells delicious all day. Really gets the appetite flowing. Works out pretty good. What did we get? We got a Protect Cloak. Which I don't know what a Protect Cloak is, apparently. A large cloak that can be worn over armor. You don't say. That's... Can you use that? No. Okay. Sure. I mean, what else can they do? And what, okay, and more specifically, what else can they do that warrants me purchasing one over on top of our crock pot? Because last time you basically described it as just being able to do what a crock pot does, but faster. Which I'm not all that interested in. At this point in my life, anyway. I also still don't understand how that's possible, given what a crock pot does. But... Because a slow cooker, the whole thing is the slow cooker. The slow is kind of key. Good job leveling up, guys. That's amazing! Well, that Protect Cloak seemed like it was probably a worthwhile pickup. Chimera. We should have actually healed there with Mitz and Moosh. I forgot that Moosh had taken some damage. Oh well. I'm a little worried about Final Fantasy II. I was talking about this last night. The more I think about it, the more worried I am. I don't remember very much about it. Right? I mean, I understand that, but that's a very different way to cook than a slow cooker. I mean, the results are going to be different. Pressure cookers are not new at all. Pressure cookers have been around for a long time. Oh, these are fire hydras. We'll do the ice magic. And then we'll do... I guess you can heal. Oh man, this is gonna hurt. Can you use that? Oh, never mind. They have a weak blaze. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason I like my slow cooker, the reason everything turns out so nice and juicy and fall off the bony is because everything just sits in there in the low heat in its juices for such a long time. It's like an additional marinating. Kind of, sort of. Not really, but kind of. What I do want to get, I think the next thing I'm going to buy for my kitchen, and I don't know why I haven't because this is a really easy addition, but it's one of those, you get like your pan on the stove and then you get like the thing that sits on top of it that has holes in it and it's a steamer. And you put the lid on top of that so you can either steam on top of whatever else you're cooking on the stove or just add water to the pan and use that for steamer. Logging in Tiamat. Processing data. Okay. I want to get one of those. I've been wanting to get one of those for a long time. I just don't ever think about it because I don't see them very often. But we end up steaming stuff. We do the steam bags. I would like to actually steam fresh vegetables rather than pseudo-fresh vegetables. I don't know. At some point. I think that's the next thing I want to get for my kitchen. We also currently don't have a cast iron pan, although all of our pans can go in the oven, but we don't have a cast iron one. That's another thing we need to get another one of. Le Manticore. This thing has never actually hit. Those poison arrows, I'm assuming it's bad. Due to the fact that it's never actually hit. That scares me for when it hits, right? You could just get a small cast iron. Small cast iron pan. And you're right, Brack. It's going to hit at the very worst time. Oh, I don't know what the worst time would be with manticores. Hold on. Oh, I fixed my headset. Cast iron pan or rice. I also don't have a rice cooker. Although we don't eat that much rice. We should eat more. We'll go through phases, I guess, where we eat quite a bit of rice. Never had a rice cooker. It feels like it would be useful. Do these all say the same thing? Maybe. Rice is nice, but pasta is better. I mean, my kids definitely think that, so that's a big part of the reason we don't eat rice very much anymore is because my kids love pasta. And they'll eat rice, but they love noodles. So it is what it is. I haven't made shepherd's pie in a while. I also, I might have to look up for a recipe. I want to make a homemade pot pie. Like a big family-sized pot pie. I think. I don't know if I do individual-sized ones. These all say the same thing. Except for these end ones don't work. Tiamat, some of your computers are broken. Really? I don't know, like the boiled in the bag stuff and things like that. I mean, it's not the best tasting rice in the world, but it's not bad. You're not going to get like super sticky rice out of it. But it tastes fine. Usually we try to do like a lot of the long grain and wild rice anyway, which I don't know if a rice cooker works for that. At any rate, you're not trying to get sticky rice with that, so it doesn't really matter. We're going to have you, actually, Venom Blade. We're going to do some slightly different things here. And yeah, butter noodles are easy and they're delicious. I like butter noodles just for myself. Let's make them all confuzzled. Well, at least the Medusa are confuzzled. Let's kill them. Kill them all. Nope, never mind. Butter noodles, or like egg noodles. Kind of. I mean, pretty much. Basically noodles with butter sauce. God, when you say it like that, it makes it sound really bad, Raz. You know what else I haven't made in forever that I used to love as a kid was tuna noodles. It's got like what? Noodles, tuna, and I want to say it's cream of chicken soup, cream of mushroom soup, something like that. My mom used to make tuna noodles, and she would bake it with like potato chips on top. Super healthy. Great way to feed kids, Mom. But it was delicious. Holy crap, that stuff was good. So good. I like having, whether it's like a crusty Parmesan topping or whatever, I like to have a crusty top on my noodles. Like baked ziti and lasagna with a little bit of crust cheese on the top is so good. I'm usually not a big crusty person. Like, I don't like crusty bread, soft bread all the way. I hate, will not eat crispy bacon. Has to be soft. But I like to have just a little shell of a crust on my pastas. I don't know why. It's just weird. This is the longest battle. I'm playing too defensively. We'll do that too. Yeah, exactly. We'll do that sometimes too. Sometimes, like, I'll make... it depends. We'll do, my wife calls it stew, which is kind of like a stew and a soup mixed together. So it's like a thick soup or a really runny pasta, usually is the way it ends up being. Very hearty meal always. Dutch apple pie. Raz, that's not even a question. I'm actually not that big a fan of apple pie. I'll always, every time, pick apple cobbler. Which, obviously, then I want the Dutch apple pie with crumbles because that's closer to apple cobbler. Yep. You're right, man. Dutch apple plus vanilla ice cream. Although it still doesn't even come close to bread pudding. That's my all-time favorite dessert. I love bread pudding. Anytime I see any place that has it, I will always leave room for it to order it. I don't make it very often. I have a hard time making good bread pudding. I don't know why. Every time I try to make it, I mean, it's not that it's bad, but I just haven't found a recipe that I do justice to, I guess. Which is sad. Option, you get right out of here right now. Just leave. You're not welcome anymore. Oh, man, you guys. Prac, you too? No. Bread pudding is the best. It's, I mean, basically it's chunks of bread with a lot of cinnamon and sugar. Usually some rum mixed in. You'd have to look it up. Yeah, I need a mod. Stat. Who's willing to mod? Well, I guess it has to be Raz, because Option and Prac both need. Fair enough. Congrats, Raz. Today's your day. That's not true. I don't even know how to mod somebody in Twitch, so that's not happening right now. Usually it's not soggy. It starts out soggy, but by the time you bake it, it all bakes into the bread and kind of firms up. So it's called pudding, but it's not a pudding-like consistency even a little bit. It's more spongy, I guess. I don't know if that's probably not a great way to describe it anyway. The thing is, I am a sucker for cinnamon. Pretty much anything cinnamon. I also like the rum background flavor. Goes well with it. But yeah, bread pudding plus vanilla bean ice cream. So good. So good. Cheese with a hint of potatoes. That sounds alright. Now, how are the potatoes done? Are they like scalloped or julienne or mashed? I'm a big fan of cheesy scalloped potatoes as well. healing. I love the free heals. Cheese potatoes. Flat thin cuts. Yep, yep. So it's scalloped potatoes, right? That's just scalloped potatoes. I've never heard them called funeral potatoes. But yeah, scalloped potatoes are the bomb. Food is good. I like food. I think I'm going to do a shepherd's pie tomorrow. It's easy. It's delicious. It will almost certainly be enough for Thursday. At least lunch, maybe even dinner, depending on how big of a pan I make. Which is nice, because then Thursday I don't have to cook anything. Double whammy. Maybe. Scalloped potatoes with 4 times the cheese. Alright, fair enough. I usually go for beef because my wife's not a huge fan of lamb. I personally like lamb. But yeah, my wife's not a huge fan. So usually it's beef. I know. It's funny that she's not a huge fan of it either, because like her family does like pig roasts and lamb roasts. Like they have this pull behind trailer that they made from like 55-gallon drums. It's like a portable spit. Like you fill it with beds of coals and hickory chips and all that kind of stuff, and they will just sit out there for like an entire afternoon and roast whole pigs and whole lambs on a spit, which is freaking delicious. Holy crap, it's good. And it's portable because whoever's house happens to be hosting, they'll take it to whoever's house is hosting. So I mean, she grew up eating that kind of stuff, and she will eat it, and she won't complain if I make it out of that. But I know in the back of my mind that she's not going to be as happy with it. I don't know what a Sasuke is. Let's go take a look. It's a dagger. A light ninja blade. I'm pretty sure we don't have anybody that can use that. Right? I think that's a ninja and a black mage thing. But yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do tomorrow. It's easy enough to make. Everybody in the family likes it. I like pork too. Pork is good. And there's a lot of different things you can do with pork, which is nice. The problem I have with pork, or rather with pork chops, is it seems so often. You can get some really good and tender and juicy pork chops. But you can also get some absolute shit tier pork chops that are super tough, no matter how you cook them. Did we find a maze? Alright. We don't have a Costco around here. That doesn't help me. Usually, I have the most success with pork chops when I cook them on the grill. Otherwise, baking them or frying them up or any of that kind of stuff always has middling level of success, seems like. Yeah. Pulled pork is good too. Gotta love that BBQ. Smoky D's. No, Colorado's not known for their their barbecue. That being said, Iowa's not known for barbecue either, so there's some pretty good barbecue around here. It's all Memphis style, which I'm more of a Texas style barbecue person, but I can get behind some Memphis style barbecue as well. I have no problems with that. Now, does this take us back down? This does, okay. Holy shit, this is actually a weird room. Oh, no. We didn't memo save in a while either. Shit. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be bad. Mind flayers are real bad. Mind flayers are really bad. They have the ability, every time they hit you, you can just die. You just die. Although I keep forgetting, we're all wearing protect rings, which protects us from instant death effects. So never mind. They also do AoE paralyze, which is the other thing that's bad. Now wait a minute. Apparently the ribbon... God. Apparently the ribbon does not make you immune to status effects in this game. That's interesting. Apparently not. Maybe it just... I guess I don't know what the ribbon does. I just want to run. God, status effects in this game are so dumb. Come on, guys, just run. Please just get out of here. I hate this shit so much. So much. I just want to be done with Paralyze. It has been the bane of this playthrough since Marsh Cave. It's been a pain in the ass. I've made it a point, generally speaking, to run from any fight that has more than 2 things that can paralyze me. I don't know why I decided to fight 6 Mind Flayers. Should have just tried to run. Should have just tried to run. Ding, 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 ding. This is so dumb. At least Traps is holding strong now. Never mind. I jinxed myself. Damn it. Son of a biscuit. We'll do fire, I guess. That is Pupper. Hey, Murphy. Murphy got to play in the snow tonight, too. Or today. Which he likes. Puppers like snow, don't you, Murph? You won't be able to see him now, but usually could see him. His bed's right there. He spends a lot of time there. Out of my corner. I guess I'd have to move like this a little bit for you to see him better. He's not there right now. In case you're wondering. He's sitting right by me. Unfortunately, since he spent a lot of the time today playing in the snow, he's got a little bit of that wet dog smell. Don't ya? Yep. I gotta remember to get shampoo for him, because I don't think we have any dog shampoo at the moment. I think you guys have gotten a fair bit of snow, haven't you? We only had half an inch, so Murphy's kind of a big dog. He didn't get to play. I mean, half an inch of snow doesn't do much for an 80-pound dog, but he still had fun. Alright, I don't know. I'm just going to stair-step my way, I think, to the upper left. You can have my snow. It's not going to take you very far, but you can have all of the snow in my backyard if you want. I could probably stick it all in an ice cream bucket for you. Wrap it up in some dry ice and send it to you. Yeah, I still can't believe that school was canceled today and tomorrow. That's the one that's truly mind-boggling, is they already canceled school for tomorrow. I don't understand. There's literally 0 snow on the road. There hasn't been snow on the road all day. Not at all. The road was wet. That's all it was. I don't get it. It's weird. It's really freaking weird. But it's done. So of course, Being the responsible parent, I turned off all my alarms. So tomorrow, there will be no alarms waking me up. My kids are self-sufficient enough to get themselves cereal for breakfast. So I will be able to sleep in a little bit. Good times. I thought I was going to be done with this dungeon really quick. I had completely forgotten that apparently there is a crazy maze floor in this thing. What the hell am I supposed to do? Did I miss something somewhere? I don't know what I'm supposed to do, guys. I don't remember this puzzle. That hurt. Raz. That hurt a lot. That is not accurate option. If that's the one that was linked on Reddit a little while back, it is not an accurate statement. Speaking of somebody who's lived in both Iowa and now Tennessee, it was inaccurate for both. Also Charlotte, although I didn't really look too close at Charlotte. And I didn't have kids when I lived in Charlotte. Okay, we made it. Memo save. This might be it. Is this the long, terrible hallway? Let's potion up just in case we run into a war mech. Ah, this might be it. This might be Tiamat. We're gonna memo save again after I did that because I don't have to do that again. Here we go. I think this is it. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies, no whammies. No whammies. No whammies. We made it. I should have memo saved at the end of that. Well done, humans. You've defeated all but one fiend, Tiamat of Wind. Yeah, we have. Let's kill ourselves a Dargon. Your luck ends here, however. The sky shall be your tomb. I don't think that's how that works. Pretty sure, buddy. Okay, null bolt. Let's get that off. Saber. Haste. Shield 2. Shield. Nice. Haste. Look at all the first round buffs. It doesn't get any more classic Final Fantasy than that, does it? I say no, it doesn't. Now you get Saber. You kick some ass. Cast another haste. We'll do Invis too, because, I don't know, maybe we'll evade something. Saber's good, increases attack and accuracy. Haste increases the number of attacks per round, so like 15 hits! That's good. Good. Do I have any? I don't think I have anything that reduces... Lowers a foe's evasion. I don't think I have anything that reduces their defense, though. We'll do slow. Because, I don't know, why not? We'll do heal 3. 15 hits, 809 Raz. Oh my lord. Your fists. You punched every single one of those dragon heads 2 times and more. That's amazing. What I don't know is if Steel and Saber stack, and I'm a little worried to try to find out. So we'll try. We'll try. What's the worst that could happen? We'll also see if we can dispel him. 16 hits. Dead. D-E-D, dead. Oh my lord, we are just too strong. Raz, the boss killer. He punches things and they just explode. That's what I'm talking about, Raz. Don't hit 3 times. Hit 16 times. Okay, thanks. I wish I could keep you permanently hasted. I just waltz through this game. And that, friends, is why you bring a black belt. Because they bring the pain. I'm pretty sure at some point Trappist will overtake you when you get the best sword. If I remember right, the fighter... You can have a single fighter wielding the one best sword in the game ends up being the strongest damaging thing in the game. I think. But it's very short because you get it in the very last temple. So it doesn't last for a very long time. But I believe that's true. That being said, monks damage scales with their level. Fighters don't. So I guess if you leveled enough, the monk would still probably overtake the fighter.